Friends, last class we have discussed overview on power system subjects. Now we are going to discuss briefly on our actual syllabus, that is power systems 2 subject. In this power systems 2 we have 6 number of units are there. Now I am going to give you the brief discussion about, I am going to give you brief awareness regarding all the units. So in the last class we have totally discussed on the how electrical energy is generated, how energy is transmitted, how energy is distributed. That all comes under power system, total power system subject. Now we are segregated into different parts: power system 1, power system 2 and power system 3. We have different categories are there. In this, in our syllabus we have completely focusing on the transmission line parameters and how we are going to calculate the performance of the transmission line. That this comes under means we are completely focusing on the transmission line parameters itself only. So in this subject we have 6 units, I told you that. So now I am going to give you brief awareness regarding each and every unit. So first, unit number 1. In unit number 1, uh, transmission line parameters. So the name gives the meaning transmission line parameters. The name gives the meaning transmission line parameters. Is it clear or not? So in this unit we need to focus on the transmission line parameters itself only. We know we have 3 transmission line parameters are there. One is resistance, inductance and capacitance. These 3 are the transmission line parameters, because in between generating stations and the load centers we are transmitting the bulk amount of power through the transmission line. So there is an internal resistance offered by the internal resistance, and inductance and reactance is offered by the 3 conductors, that is 3 phase 3 line system. It is some amount of resistance and capacitance is offered by these 3 lines. So in this unit we need to completely focus on the calculations of the resistance, calculation of inductance and calculation of the capacitance we need to calculate, as well as the concept of GMR and GMD is going to calculate, and also symmetrical and asymmetrical conductor configurations with and without transposition. All these comes under unit number 1. That is unit number 1, that is called transmission line parameters. That is overview on unit number 1. Next, unit number 2, performance of short and medium length transmission lines. In this unit we completely focus on the short transmission lines and medium transmission line efficiency. Means the name gives the meaning performance of the transmission lines. Performance means we need to calculate the efficiency and regulation of the particular short and medium transmission lines. Along with the performance we need to draw the vector, means phasor representation of the lines, as well as t nominal t, what is nominal t, what is nominal pi, and how we are going to calculate the mathematical analysis for the particular short transmission line as well as medium transmission line, and how to calculate the A, B, C, D constants for a symmetrical and asymmetrical networks. And also we need to calculate some mathematical analysis for this particular short and medium transmission lines. This is about the unit number 2, that is performance of short and medium transmission lines. Next, unit number 3. This is performance of long transmission lines. Last unit we have discussed about the short and medium transmission line performance. In this unit we need to find the performance of the particular long transmission lines. Then we are using long transmission line, we need to calculate the A, B, C, D constants. So, and then we go for calculating the performance of the transmission, particular long transmission line. This is unit number 3. Next, we are entering to the unit number 4, that is unit number 4, power system transients. In this unit we can calculate the power types of system transients, like traveling or propagation of surges and attenuation and distortions, and also reflection coefficients, refraction coefficients also we need to calculate. Means we need to calculate all the surges, how surges are occur in this particular transmission lines, and how to calculate the all these attenuation and distortion and reflection and refracted coefficients. All these comes under the unit number 4, that is power system transients. And fifth unit is various factors governing the performance of transmission line. Factors we need to in this unit we need to calculate the how skin effect is um, uh, skin effect is caused in the transmission line, and also proximity effect, and also for all these Ferranti effect, all these comes under unit number 5. In this unit we need to calculate the factors affecting corona calculation of corona also we need to calculate in this particular unit. Means comes under unit number 5, that is various factors governing the performance of the transmission line. These are the factors which it influences the performance of the transmission line. Means our ultimate goal is we need to find the performance of the particular transmission line. So all these influence the performance of the transmission, that is efficiency varies. When these effect varies, the efficiency of the transmission line as well as the regulation of the transmission line also varies. How this regulation and efficiency varies when the skin effect and proximity effect and Ferranti effect occur in the particular line, as well as corona occur in the transmission lines. This is about the various factors governing the performance of the transmission line, that is unit number 5. Next, unit number 6, that is last unit, is sag and tension calculations and overhead line insulators. How we are going to calculate the sag? So how much length must be provided between the tower in between two towers as well in between two poles likewise, and we need to calculate the ground clearance from the conductor to the ground. How we are going to calculate how much clearance must be present in between uh, tower to ground as well as a conductor to ground. That things must be calculated by this unit. And also we need to calculate the voltage distribution calculation, and also different types of insulator which are present in the system. There we have different types of insulators in the system. So for that, for a particular 11 kV, which type of insulators we are going to adapt it, use. Likewise 33 kV, which type of insulators we are going to use. Likewise we have different types of insulators are available in the system. So based on the voltage rating and current rating and power voltage rating, we can adapt the different types of insulator. That is comes under this unit. And also we need to calculate the string efficiency. Means ultimate goal is how the performance of the transmission line is improved. What are the parameters which we are going to consider for improving the performance of the transmission line? What are the things which we need to consider before installing the transmission line? That is comes under power systems too. Means we need to complete focus on the transmission line itself only. Just forget about the generation and forget about the distribution. So in between generation and distribution, we need to install transmission line over a long distance. So in order to reduce the total transmission line losses, we need to transfer the large amount of power through this transmission line. For that we need to go for that we go for calculating all these such parameters in the transmission lines. Thank you.